At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is also brought to you by Humana. Don't forget, Medicare's enrollment period ends December 7th. Call Humana today, 775-727-0871. News is also brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 775-751-0349. News is also brought to you by Hope Cancer Care of Nevada, providing quality cancer care in a spa-like setting. We are Pahrump's only chemotherapy center. Call 1-800-881-4226. News is also brought to you by Capriotti Sandwich Shop, located in the Pahrump Nugget Casino. Call us at 775-751-3354 to order ahead.
Tonight on News 46, a man is airlifted to the trauma center after a car runs him over.
And the jury begins deliberation in the Robbins murder case.
Shoppers prepare for the biggest shopping day of the year. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Doug Brindle and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's November 20th, Tuesday. I'm Doug Brindle.
I'm Rhonda Van Winkle for News 46. And a 21-year-old man was ran over by a vehicle this afternoon on Sparky Street off of Mesquite and Vanovich. Mercy Air transported the trauma patient to University Medical Center in Las Vegas. Jason Koblenz spoke to the Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue Chief Scott Lewis.
Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall and Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall and Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
Yeah, so initial report of a pedestrian motor vehicle accident ended up being a very serious accident where a 21-year-old individual was run over by a car. Quick assessment of the crews determined that that person needed flight to get to a trauma center. We established an LZ. We moved the LZ just a little bit further away from the scene only because the immediate area wasn't conducive to a good, safe landing. So we went actually to the very west end of Mesquite, Macadam Road, established the LZ. Mercy Air 21 came in. We transferred patient care, and that patient was subsequently flown to trauma.
Could you tell if these were life-threatening injuries? Or?
Anytime we send a patient by flight, there's every probability that there's life-threatening emergency.
And then also, from the driver's perspective, was there any drugs or alcohol involved?
Not that I'm aware of. However, that is an issue actually being investigated by the Sheriff's Office.
3 vehicles collided last night on Highway 160 at Basin Avenue. The accident resulted in 1 injured person who was transported from the scene to our local hospital.
Last night, approximately 5:30, a 3-vehicle accident here on Basin and Highway 160. Nevada Highway Patrol arrived on scene along with Nye County Sheriff's deputies and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue to find all 3 vehicles here in the roadway. Animal Control helped block traffic in the eastward direction of Basin Avenue. 1 person was injured and transported to Desert View Hospital by Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue. Nevada Highway Patrol is conducting this investigation. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Black smoke filled the air this morning as a fifth-wheel motorhome caught fire near residence near Blagg and Lefner Street.
Around 8:30 this morning, a motorhome caught fire on the corner of Blagg and Leffner Streets. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene along with Nye County Sheriff's deputies to find that the motorhome had a large amount of smoke and flames coming from it. At first, it was reported that the sofa actually caught fire inside this fifth wheel, which was in close proximity to a shed and a home on the property. No one was injured in this fire. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were able to extinguish the blaze with no further extensions. The fire appears to be accidental. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
Okay, folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to have a commercial break, but we hope to have the verdict in the Daniel Robbins murder case. So don't go anywhere. Like I said, hope to have that soon.
Join us at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino with the #1 gaming experience and entertainment. The Pahrump Nugget has the #1 dining experience at Stockman Steakhouse, Golden Harvest Cafe, and the Gold Miners Buffet. Come get your game on at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Children's Dentistry of Pahrump, specializing in sedation dentistry, now accepting adult patients. Call now for free IV sedation with dental implant, 751-2184.
And welcome back. This just in from our reporter on the scene. Daniel Robbins was found guilty on all counts. Here we have the prosecution's closing arguments regarding the 2011 shooting and death of 21-year-old Christopher Mundy and shooting of then 14-year-old Pablo Flores.
Self-defense is a justification for homicide, not only in instances of actual danger, but also in instances of apparent danger. That's instruction number 38. A reasonable person in a similar situation would believe himself to be in like danger. What would a reasonable man do under those circumstances? Not today, reflecting, not having that detached reflection, not being that armchair quarterback, Monday morning quarterback. Right then, was it reasonable for you to believe that at 1:30 in the morning, this intruder on your property, whose car you can't see into, was a danger to you and your family? I submit the answer is yes.
The defense said this was an accident. Well, what did Daniel Robbins tell you about this is an accident? He told you that he accidentally pulled the trigger. But you know that's what he said today. You heard the call where he tries to get Kathy to lie and fabricate a story and tell it to the lawyers, and he's going to convince her that that's exactly how it happened. He told her that's how it happened. Because when he asked her about it, she said, no, that's not what happened. Do reasonable people make their wives lie to their lawyers? Daniel Robbins was not justified in self-defense. This was a premeditated, deliberate, and willful killing. Nothing he did was justified. Nothing that he did that night was an accident. He intended the consequences of everything that he did. He knew Chris was going to die because he killed him. And I just have to ask you, look at that. You're going to have that picture up there. Detective Rugowitz was asked how he characterized this. And what did he say on cross-examination? He said he characterized this as an execution. That is a first-degree murder.
And once again, just 5 minutes ago, we did hear that the verdict is in. Daniel Robbins found guilty on all counts. Sentencing in February.
Yes, I'm sure it's very emotional for both families.
Oh, absolutely.
And that will be February 11th is when they will be doing the sentencing. Okay. All right, and Fire Chief Scott Lewis gives an update on the structure fire that occurred this morning. The chief also gives some very important lessons on how to avoid this from happening to your family.
The cause of that particular fire that we're going to be discussing, the proximal cause, was in fact the improper use of space heaters within the structure. But specifically, we were dispatched a report of a couch fire. Upon our arrival, Tender 5's crew found a heavy smoke condition presenting from a fifth-wheel trailer that was actually being used as a fixed structure. Their quick, aggressive interior attack knocked down the main body of fire, prevented any further damage to that particular structure and also the nearby exposures. But it gave us a great opportunity today, and that is to reinforce the issues regarding safe use of space heaters, because it allowed us to protect the evidence, if you will, as to how that fire began today. Specifically, 2 space heaters plugged into a common extension cord. Both were placed on the high position, high wattage going through both. The size of the extension cord did not allow for that type of transmission of energy. In addition to that, an insulating blanket had been placed on top of that area of the wiring, which then trapped that heat and then subsequently ignited the nearby ordinary combustibles, thus the fire.
All right, what would you suggest that we do to prevent things like this from happening?
One of the biggest things we can do is safe operation of any space heater is, number one, make sure you're plugging them into an approved and safe UL-related receptacle. Never use extension cords. Never place multiple space heaters into the same electrical source. Keep them away from ordinary combustible material so it doesn't ignite that material. And always, but always, turn them off and unplug them when not in attendance with them.
Do these heaters have like an age factor where, after so many years, that, you shouldn't really be, still using them?
It really depends on the type of model you purchase. One of the best things you can do is you can go onto the web and you can see which models have been causing fires throughout the country. There's specific websites for the different types. If it's an oil-filled unit or if it's an exposed radiant heat type, you can go in and see if those particular models that you may have are either recalled or have had fire history.
All right, and on a lighter note now, the local Sears store on Calvada will have a huge Black Friday sale. Now's the time to get your holiday shopping done, get quality items, and support our local economy.
This weekend we are having a great sale. We are open Thanksgiving from 8 o'clock at night to midnight. So feel free to come in. A lot of the sales are going to be overlapping, so don't worry about the Black Friday thing. You can get it on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Great deals all day long.
So the Black Friday sale starts once again what time?
It's going to start at 4 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We have a ton of inventory here, and we can get just about anything the full-line stores can.
One of the things that you guys have to offer here is, of course, delivery and setup?
Yes, we deliver, set up, just about anything we have here in the store, other than water heaters and water softeners. We'll deliver and set it up for you.
So that's really convenient as well.
Yes, exactly. Now, delivery is not free, especially through the weekend since the deals are so good, but we have great deals on delivery. We have package deals. If you buy so much, we can do a package deal for you, and we can always negotiate on the delivery prices.
This whole Black Friday sales and this weekend sale lasts till Sunday. At what time do you close?
Sunday we close at 4 o'clock.
So these sales are good all through the whole weekend?
Just about, yeah. There's some sales that are just exclusive for Saturday, just exclusive for Friday, and just exclusive for Thursday. But there's tons of good sales, and you're not going to miss out at any of those days.
Can you go on the web and order items?
Yes, you can.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Sears.com?
Yes, Sears.com.
And then phone number and address of where we're located?
We're at 1281 East Calvada. Our telephone number is 775-751-1557.
Okay, and getting back to the Daniel Robbins case, we have just heard again from Deanna O'Donnell, who's on the scene. Apparently there was quite maybe an eruption in the courtroom at the verdict. A reaction, okay. I'm dramatic. But yeah, there was a huge reaction in the courtroom, and we'll have that tomorrow night for you, along with some more updates on that.
Yes, we will.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.